What do you want here?
Get to the top.
Do you know who I am?
I think so. Jean-Antoine Carell of Broil.
If you know so much, you should know it's better for you to turn back.
We better talk that over.
Yes. Go down to that plateau, then.
Very well. Will you take a seat?
You talk as though you were at home.
I am. I've heard so much about this mountain, I really do feel at home.
Who told you?
A countryman of mine, Tyndall.
Do you know Professor Tyndall?
Mm-hmm.
This ridge is called after him, Tyndall Ridge. 13,100 feet.
How high have you been?
I've carved my name in the rock up there. I have no instruments for measuring. But as I reckon, my name stands 200 feet above his.
My name is Whymper.
You are Mr. Whymper. The Whymper who climbed Mont Blanc last week with Cross?
Yes, and now I want you as guide. I come here to find you. If you're willing to start right away.
Certainly. But I tell you, this mountain is not Mont Blanc. Up there.
We must try. Can't go back now. The left. No, further along. Can't you see it?
It's no use.
We must. Another yard and we're out.
It's impossible.
Are you scared? Go back, I say.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm not your porter.
I hire you, don't I? You must do what I ask.
Tyndall said that too. But up here, I give the orders.
You made a fool of Tyndall, but you can't do that to me. We'll have this out down below.
Right, Mr. Whymper.
Look here, Carell, what do you think you're doing? I'm not going any lower.
I've taken you as high as you can get.
That remains to be seen. Go down if you like, but I'm going on.
But not without me, Mr. Whymper.
Then come with me.
No.
Why, are you afraid?
Afraid. If anyone can get to the top, it's me.
You mean if anyone gets to the top, it's going to be you?
I am your guide. I'm responsible for your life.
I don't hold you responsible. All I ask is that you take me up.
I tell you, there is no way. Don't you trust my word?
After what you've done, no.
Take that back.
Listen, Carell, you know the way up, but you're keeping it for yourself. You're doing the same to me as you did to Tyndall. Make me turn back.
100 times I risked my life on that mountain. You, gentlemen from London. You go on, try, go on and see what happens.
All right, I'm going to. You take your time and go back. I'm going alone.
the Whymper.
Tony Carell been here?
No, what's he been up to?
We've discovered somebody's been smuggling tobacco over the border from the Swiss side.
The swines. And you suspect Carell?
I've suspected him for a long time.
Go and sit down and have a glass of wine and wait till he comes. Felicitas, wine. Not the best.
Now, it's like this as I picture it. He crosses the frontier by night, then picks up the contraband tobacco in Zermatt. Then he crosses the pass. Then he climbs up into the mountain. There he hides and waits for his chance. Then drops into Broil, with the stuff in his rucksack. All innocent and above board, like a gentleman.
Take these. Feed them to the goat.
That poor girl's anxious about her...
Young man.
Yes.
I'm anxious about Whymper. Look here, you fellas, oughtn't we be trying to do something? The two men up there are in danger.
Danger? Our priest says there's no greater danger than trying to break through what God means to be kept closed.
I'm a priest too, you know.
Then you should know it's true.
There are secrets up there the mountain says must not be found out. You're saying so now.
Carell won't listen.
Suffer for it. The mountain always turns men back. It always will.
The devil sends the fools, and the mountain sends the storms to destroy them.
It's a...
What's the matter with her? She didn't like what you said about Carell.
A good girl like that ought to be ashamed of consorting with that sinner.
Felicitas. Felicitas. Candles cost money. He's not worth it. You're making your name a byword, and mine too. You could have the first man in Broil, and you're throwing yourself away on the last. Only today, the Signor Podesta said to me...
The Podesta?
Yes, the Podesta. He's done something for Broil. He means something to Broil. He's respected. Who respects Carell?
I respect him.
He's getting you laughed at. He's making folk angry. He's making the mountain angry.
They're here. They're carrying somebody.
There's somebody moving. Look. It's Whymper.
Tonio!
What's happened? He fell. Where can we put him?
Bring him upstairs. Are you all right, Tonio?
Yes, I'm all right.
Is there anything we can do? Thanks. It isn't too bad.
This way.
Had to come down again, did you?
The mountain shook you off like lice.
You! Don't bury yourself, worms.
Halt! What's in your rucksack?
Can't you see there's a sick man?
Sick or not, I want that rucksack.
You know what you can do with it.
We must get a doctor at once.
There's no doctor in Broil.
Then we must send to the nearest town for one.
Who's going to lend mules in this weather?
Tony, go and fetch your mother. She's a nurse.
It was my fault let you be so obstinate.
Without you, I'd have been worm's meat. I'll never forget it.
Now, who was right? You or I?
You.
If you had said you were, I'd have taken you up again and pushed you over.
Tony, be careful.
I'll bring my mother.
You've been one too many for me this time, but I'll see you behind bars yet.
Don't come creeping into your own home like a thief. What a state to come back in. Take your boots off. Floor's just been scrubbed.
Yes, Mother.
Don't stand there like a scarecrow.
Mother, the man's been hurt. They want you to go and help.
Hurt? Who?
Mr. Whymper.
Who? Some wretched foreigner you've been leading into mischief, I suppose.
No, Mother.
Well, then he's been leading you. I'm not going.
Yes, Mother.
Let the man wriggle. I'm not his doctor.
Yes, Mother.
Where is this foreigner?
At Favre's.
Carry that.
Yes, Mother.
Put your boots on.
Yes, Mother.
Don't think you've got round me to go.
No, Mother.
Huh. Mind you, I would if I wanted to.
You're a born nurse, Signora Carell.
I'm not a nurse if you want to know. I'm midwife for Bro.
Oh.
I help people into the world. He helps them to fall out of it.
Oh! I did my best to stop him going up.
I wouldn't listen.
You've got off lightly this time.
Thanks to good nursing.
She's a wonderful woman, my mother.
Yes, wonderful mother of a wonderful son.
Wonderful son indeed. He looks it. Climbing. You're as bad as he is. You ought to know better with that collar. Climbing, climbing, always climbing. Trying to get into heaven before your time?
Straight from the goat. What's wrong?
Smells like tobacco.
Nonsense, you've got tobacco on the brain.
Smells like tobacco. Tastes like tobacco. Tobacco.
Bye, Mr. Whymper.
Goodbye, and thank you very much.
Hope to see you again.
Oh, thanks.
Your countrymen left earlier. They asked me to wish you a speedy recovery.
Thank you very much. Goodbye. Try this. Goodbye.
Safe journey.
Homegrown?
No, imported.
Go on. So, steady, steady. Oh, that's it. Arrivederci, Signor Whymper. Until next summer.
I don't think so. Why should I come back? You'll have climbed it by then.
No, I'll wait for you. We climb it together.
Yes, but not as guide and climb next time.
No, as friends.
Bye.
Bye, and thank you.
Bye.
Harder work than climbing.
Yes, much more dangerous. I've got to make a living somehow.
If Mr. Whymper keeps his promise, you'll be all right.
If it doesn't come soon, snow will get here first, and another year wasted.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do not need to remind you of the purpose for which we're met here in Turin today. It is to honor the inauguration of the first Italian Alpine Club. The Italians have been blessed with the most stupendous and beautiful mountains of all Europe. But until now, the privilege of scaling their highest peaks has gone to the Swiss, the Germans, the French, the English. But the mightiest of them all, the mountain of mountains, remains as yet virgin. One has only to stand in Zermatt here and gaze on these almost overhanging bastions on the Swiss side to recoil from the nightmare thought of scaling her from there. In imagination, you've only to cross the Teodule Pass and come to Broil to realize that nature herself has decreed that if ever success is to be achieved, it shall be from the Italian side. In Signor Giordano here, in Signor Giordano, we have an intrepid ally. A friend in need, if I may say so.
And a friend indeed, if I may say so, Minister Seller.
Giordano, my friend, on behalf of every member of this club, I offer you whatever support, moral or financial, you may need. Complete the preparations you've already begun. Lose not a moment. Go forward. You have a nation behind you. A nation that is waiting to acclaim you as the hero that has planted the flag of Italy on this Italian summit.
Come in, Mr. Whymper, please.
Well, thank you. Hello, Morris.
Hello, Whymper. How's the leg?
Oh, better, quite better. I just tried it out on your stairs. Do you know you find worse stairs in London than anywhere else in the world?
That's why we have such good mountaineers.
Sit down. Oh, thank you.
Well, what have you brought me?
Nothing. I've come to ask you for something.
Gone did you have any more, Whymper? Publishing business has gone to the dogs. People aren't reading books about the Alps.
Mr. Morris, I've never needed money as much as I do now.
It's my normal condition.
Make me this advance, and as soon as I get back to Switzerland, I'll let you have a fresh batch of drawings.
Drawings. I've illustrated half a dozen books with your drawings already. And I've simply dozens more I can't use. Look, always the same mountain. The peak from the north. The peak from the south. From the east. From the west.
But never from the top, eh? Make this advance, and you shall have a sketch where no man has ever stood before, of a place that no man has ever seen.
Can you guarantee that? You failed before, you know.
From the Italian side.
You're surely not thinking of tackling it from the north side?
I've got to find a new way up if I'm not to be forestalled. Look here. Here's the mountain face from the Italian side. Here's Broyle. Working round here by the Teardal Pass, we come to Zermatt. It looks more difficult from Zermatt. It only looks. Seen this?
Italian attempt to storm the final peak. Efficient organizations start to be made at an early date.
You see the urgency?
I do. But everyone says it's impossible from the Swiss side. Tyndall, Hudson.
He's out for another shot at it, too.
Yes, and I read that Lord Francis Douglas means to go up from Broyle.
Yes, everyone but me.
Look here. Why not get in touch with them? They try together. Unity is strength, you know. Forgive the cliché.
No, I don't want anyone except my own guide, Carell.
You'll be one against all the others.
Maybe. The paramount thing is money, a speedy start, and keep it dark.
Are you? Come here. Where does the Podestar village live? Well, run along and tell him to come here as fast as his legs can carry.
But I can't do that, Signor. He's a very important man.
Podestar must do as I say. Tell him I come from Turin. Government authority, Minister Seller.
Oh, yes, Signor.
Well, tell him to join me at Faber's Hotel as soon as possible.
From now on, to you, I am Arturo Tinti. Looking at you, Bruno. You know, I like you, Bruno. And you have the prettiest daughter in Broyle.
Father, there's a gentleman to see you from Turin. It's very important.
This is my very best room, senor. There's a writing table and...
Yes, never mind about the room. I've come here as a personal friend of Minister Seller, if I may say so on a matter of national importance.
We are very honored, senor.
Do you know Jean-Antoine Carrel?
Oh, yes. Slightly.
Good. What do you know about him?
About him? He's the biggest I beg your pardon. You quite sure you've got the name right?
Don't be absurd. There's only one Carrel in Broyle. Tell me something about him.
He's a worthless ruffian. Everyone despises him. They all spit on him. If you'll excuse the vulgarity.
You too, Podestar?
I spit bigger than the others.
Then, if I may say so, you'll not be Podestar of this village for long. Do you know that it depends on this ruffian, as you call him, whether your filthy village, if you'll excuse the vulgarity, becomes the center of the Alpine world? Whether tourists flock here from all over Europe? Whether a railway has to be opened and new hotels built to hold everyone? That, my friend, is what depends on your ruffian, Carell.
Mother, a letter from Mr. Whymper. He's coming to Broyle. Whymper!
Hello, you old scoundrel!
Hello, Whymper! Hey! Bless you! How is the leg? When do we start? How did you get here?
Your mother had to go out. She didn't like it very much, but she let me wait here for you. Come on, tell me your news. What have you been up to? How's Felicitas?
Everything's grand. Gods, I'm glad you're here. Have you seen anyone yet?
Only the customs man. He searched me and the mule.
Mule? Why a mule?
Now, don't fall over. I bought a mule to take our equipment to Zermatt.
Our equipment to Zermatt? Aren't we doing the climb after all?
Yes, but not from Broyle. Come sit. Now listen, Carell. I've been working this out all winter. Here's a plan of the mountain showing the formation of the North Rim.
You sent my son a message, didn't you?
It's Carell's mother. Yes, an urgent message. Won't you come in?
No.
I'm very glad to meet you, Signora Carell.
There's no need to be polite to me.
But won't you sit down?
No. I've come to answer for Tony. My son's not going to break his neck on a wild goose chase with you or anyone else while I can prevent it.
Don't speak to Signor Giordano like that.
Listen, Signora. I stand for my country. The podesta here stands for broil.
Only just stands.
Now, Signora. Don't you realize what the conquest of this mountain would mean to your village? Development, new roads, later perhaps, even a railway.
Who wants a railway? My son's not going in trains or up mountains. I need him, and I need him alive. Good day.
But Signora.
I can't do it. I'm an Italian. You want me to stand in with the Swiss? I can't do it.
Whether from Italy or Switzerland, your country will be just as proud of you if you plant the flag on the summit.
You don't know how village folk can hate anyone who deserts their ranks?
Carell, listen. Your name is carved on the rock face where everyone has been brought to a halt. Are you going to permit another name to be cut higher? I tell you, if we don't start from Zermatt, we're throwing away our only chance of victory. I'm certain of it.
Whymper, you know, I trust you more than any man in the world. But I can't...
We must be the first. Don't leave it to anyone else, I beg of you. Come on. Get your equipment.
This is indeed an honor, my lord. I hope you had a good journey.
Excellent, thanks. A fast train and an express mule.
I hear that you intend to make another attempt on our famous peak.
An attempt. Can you get me guides?
Certainly, sir. The best in Zermatt. Peter Todwalder and his son, or Crows. Number 12. Our best apartment.
I should be lucky to find such a comfortable hotel in Broyle, and such a good host.
Broyle? Your lordship is contemplating a visit to Broyle?
Yes, tomorrow.
If you please, my lord. Broyle. If I'd known, I'd have put him in number 13. The trifle. Top waters! Peter! Crows! Oh, there you are. Never here when you're wanted. You're the worst guides in Zermatt. Now, are you free to take a job tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
The English lord wants to go to Broyle, the swindler, to try the summit again.
Yeah?
Oh, you call yourselves guides? You're idiots. Why don't you persuade him to go up from Zermatt?
No.
I'd jump at the chance if I were you.
If I were you, I would too. But as I am me, I stop here and don't break my neck.
Ah, you're afraid, all of you. You sit still and let him get to the top from Broyle. Then do you know what will happen? Broyle will get everything, and as for Zermatt, empty hotels, empty tables. Yes, empty stomachs, empty beds. Now, repeat to Signor Giordano and the protester what you told me.
Oh, it's nothing, sir. It's only that an Englishman, a Mr. Whymper, has just left Broyle.
Did he say why he came?
No, but I soon found out. On examining his mule, I discovered it was carrying climbing equipment.
Well?
Cross-examined, he admitted it was Carell's and said he was taking it to Zermatt.
How did he explain that?
He said Carell was going to join him there.
That means they're going to try and climb the peak from the Swiss side.
Ridiculous. Carell wouldn't do that. He's an Italian, one of ourselves.
Well, if it's true, we've got to stop him, that's all.
Even if we have to set the village on him.
Tell Carell to come to me at once. Use your authority. Come on, man. Stir yourself, if you'll excuse the vulgarity.
Suppose he doesn't come.
Oh, hurry, man, hurry.
Oh, excuse me, sir. I'm Mr. Hudson. Can you tell me... No time. No time.
Don't apologize.
Signor Farm, how are you? Glad to see you in Broyle again. Yes. You remember Mr. Haddow?
We were here last year.
Of course, Mr. Haddow. We read in the paper that Italy was to make a mass attack on the peak.
Quite right. I'm organizing it.
Really? Then you're just the man we want to meet, Signor.
Giordano.
We have an excellent Italian guide, and we'd like to be allowed to join your party. That's permissible?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid it isn't.
Oh?
We could take the guide, but we can't take foreigners. The attempt's to be made by Italians only.
I see. You're leading the party, I take it, Signor.
Not exactly. Our leader will be the guide, Jean-Antoine Carell. You've heard the name?
Why, yes, but I understood that Mr. Whymper had retained Carell since last year.
No. Take it from me. No Italian guide attempts that climb except with us.
Here, where are you all going to?
The Podesta Centre. We're going to talk with Carell.
It's all right. He's coming.
Good. May I ask you gentlemen to withdraw? We have some urgent private business to attend to.
Oh, very well. They wouldn't have treated us like that in Switzerland.
Then go back to Switzerland.
Look here, whoever you are.
Don't start a riot. Let's go.
I'm sorry. I can't come with you. See these people.
I understand. Come on, head up.
Hello, Mr. Hudson. What are you doing here?
Getting out of this bear garden.
Good day.
They? Where's Signor Giordano?
This is Signor Giordano.
You sent for me? I'm here.
We sent for you, Carell, because we understand that you intend to go with Edward Whymper up the peak from Switzerland.
From which side I go? It's my business.
It's ours too, Carell.
When you hear the honor I have to confer on you, I hope you will reconsider that decision.
Well?
I want you to be the leader of my Italian party.
I thank you, Signor Giordano, but I'm sorry, I can't.
Can't? Nonsense.
Listen, Carell. Our valley is poor. It needs money. Tourists bring it. But if the peak is climbed from Zermatt, they'll go there. They'll say where one man can climb, so can another.
Zermatt gets the new hotel, the railway.
And we'll be poorer than ever. I tell you, I can't go. He'll ruin us, the traitor. Which of you called me that?
Carell, you were born here. Think of your village.
Whymper has my word.
An Englishman. You're an Italian, one of ourselves. You scarcely know this Whymper.
I don't know you at all. Whymper is my friend.
Do you hear that? What do you call a man who throws over his countrymen for a foreigner's money? What is he, I say? A blackleg?
If you weren't her father, I'd... Listen to me, you fools, I tell you. You've laughed at me. For years you've called me every foul name you could think of. You, and you, and you. When I was risking my neck, has one of you ever given me a helping hand or a helping word? Not one. Now you want the summit reach from broil. Now you need me. Why? Because you think I can fill your pockets. I owe you nothing. None of you. I please myself. Break your own necks.
You mustn't come here.
You heard? Will you think me a traitor if I go?
No, no, I'm with you always.
That's all I care about. Keep this. I value it.
There's somebody coming.
I'll see you tomorrow before I start.
Go quickly, please.
What are you doing there?
Nothing. Only getting sheets for Signor Giordano's bed.
It looks as if you were hiding something.
Oh, no, no.
Well, go on, take them.
Felicitas. Felicitas, are you there?
What are you doing here, thief? Stealing, eh? Eh?
No, no, I'm not. I
Go on.
I want to speak to...
To who?
Felicitas.
Ah, a message, eh? Who from? Carell, I suppose. Eh?
Oh, don't shake me anymore. You're making my teeth chatter.
Tell me why you came here or I'll shake them out altogether. What do you want with Felicitas?
Help for Tonio. They'll drive him out. They may even burn his house.
If you're his friend, why don't you stop him going to Zermatt?
He wouldn't take any notice of me.
Listen, if you went to Zermatt and told Whymper that Carell wasn't coming...
But he wouldn't believe me. Everyone knows I'm a liar.
Quiet. And then came back here and told Carell that Whymper was going with his English friends, everything would be smoothed out.
But I can't do anything against Carell.
Against? Why, he'll be the most famous man in Italy. If he leads our party, they'll give him medals, money.
But listen.
Listen you, my lad. If I like to talk about your smuggling...
But you handle what I smuggle?
Could you prove that? You say yourself that everyone knows you're a liar.
If Whymper should ask questions...
People who ask questions deserve to be told lies. If he does, give him this. Say Carell sent it back and ask for his equipment. Now, put it underneath your coat. He'll believe you all right. Shh! Don't make a noise. Don't help him, please.
No, don't help me, please.
I'm going to win this game.
Alexander, Mr. Hudson and Mr. Hedder have arrived.
Excuse me, I'll be back in a moment. Don't move.
Oh, I see.
Well, Mr. Whymper, there's someone with them asking for you.
Me?
Hello, Whymper. Glad to see you.
How are you, Mr. Hudson? Hedder, Lord Francis Douglas, Reverend Hudson.
How do you do?
Mr. Hedder.
How do you do, sir?
Hi. Just come straight from London?
No, from Broyle. Oh, we had the most awful scramble over the pass. They commandeered our guide.
Just as well you didn't start, eh? Who commandeered your guide?
Well, we fell in with the big Italian party. They won't hear of any Italian guy going with a foreigner.
Oh, but that's nonsense. Carell's Italian, and he's joining me tomorrow.
But Carell's going to be their leading guide.
But, Carell's my guide. He's given me his word.
Well, Mr. Hedder can confirm it.
It's quite true.
That comic fellow outside, he overtook us. He said he had some sort of message for you from Carell.
Message? But... look, what's the news?
Carell sent me, Mr. Whymper. He's not coming.
Why not? Is he ill?
Not ill, Mr. Whymper. He's going with the Italians.
But he promised me only yesterday. He's waited the whole winter. He can't do this at the 11th hour.
He sent you this.
Tell him... doesn't matter. Go up to my room, please, and find some equipment marked Carell. It's in the corner with mine. And give it to him. And ask Mr. Sile to come and see me, will you? I'll be waiting in his room. Whymper to Carell.
You're going back to Broyle now? It'll soon be dark.
I must.
You'll break your neck.
Or someone will break it in any case.
You want me, Mr. Whymper?
Yes, the guides, 2 dog bowlers. Are they free?
I'm afraid not, sir. I've just arranged for them to guide Mr. Hudson. Excuse me, sir, is anything wrong?
Yes, Carell's let me down, 24 hours' notice.
Disastrous. If I might suggest, sir, why not approach the Padre and Lord Douglas and go together?
No, I don't like big parties. It's like too long a rope. Weak somewhere.
Why not Lord Douglas alone, sir, and take Crowes? He's the best guide in the district.
Yes, I know. I've worked with him. I'd rather do that. If anyone had told me Carell could play a rotten trick like this, I'd have knocked him down.
No, Tony. My father, he set off at daybreak. He may come home any moment.
That just gives us time to say goodbye.
I'm frightened. Somebody's locked this cupboard and taken the key, and your ice pick's in it.
Never mind, my old one's in Zermatt. I'd rather he was dead.
Supposing my father's found it.
I lent it to him to lead Giordano's party. Goodbye, Felicitas. Won't you wish me luck?
I'll be with you, Tony. Every step you take. Goodbye.
Bye, my dear.
Gone, what do you expect me to do?
He's not gone, I tell you. I saw him hanging around Favre's place when I was coming here.
You better intercept him, unless you want the rest of them to set about him.
My son's fit match for only 3 men in this village. Perhaps I'd better go. You're not going to Zermatt, Tonio.
I must. Whymper's relying on me.
Go back home.
I can't. I've given my promise.
Listen, I brought you into this world. I taught you your first steps on this soil. I taught you to obey me. Go home.
You taught me something more, Mother. Keep my word.
Haven't you tried me enough? Do you want me to forget that you're my son? Do you want me to turn you...
Can't talk here, Mother.
All right, do as I tell you. Come home. You can talk there. A fever, she's got him.
An example to the mothers of Italy.
Yes, if look arrives in time.
Who? Ah, Carrell, your mother's been able to persuade you. I'm overjoyed.
What do you want here? This doesn't concern you. It's between my mother and me.
It concerns all of us.
Don't tell me there's any doubt about your being able to come over to us.
Signor Giordano, can't you understand that a poor man like me has nothing but his honesty?
What makes you so sure the Englishman will keep his word?
We have information. Whymper's going up with an all-British party.
Everything's ready. Bearers, mules, equipment. Say the word and we can start immediately.
I've said my last word. Where have you been? What's happened? Where did you get my equipment?
Whymper sent it. He's going up with his English friends.
Who says so?
Tell me himself. Everybody there knows it.
Whymper with his own party.
There you are. What did we tell you?
I'm with you.
Carell is coming with us!
Up with the lark, Mr. Hudson.
Look here, Whymper, why not drop this rivalry?
So far as I'm concerned, there's no rivalry. I have a theory and I'm out to test it.
We are 4 Englishmen of the same ambition, up against a big Italian organization, well equipped and well led. Why don't we join our weak forces and try and meet them on a more equal footing? They may have got a start on us already. We all know Mr. Croes is one of the finest climbers in Europe. And we've got Peter Taugwald and his son, the 2 most experienced guides of the district. What with yourself and Lord Francis, Mr. Haddow here, we'd make a strong team.
Mr. Haddow's very young.
And Mr. Haddow has done Mont Blanc in less time than most people.
Yes, but this isn't Mont Blanc.
I'll answer for Mr. Haddow. What do you say?
I've lost one friend. I'm glad to make another. Coffee's ready. Come on, out from behind those whiskers. Morning, morning. Breakfast is served, my lord. Come on, show a leg.
I feel rotten.
You'll feel better with us inside you. Quick breakfast, boys. We don't want Carell to steal a march on us.
This way?
No, that way.
Right.
Isn't there someone on top there, Crows?
No one, monsieur. No one.
Are you sure?
Trust my eyes, monsieur.
Courage, signor Giordano. Come on.
I'm out of practice, Carell. You must go on without me.
I'm sorry.
It was my life's ambition, but I should only hold you back.
But, signor...
You climb it for Italy. That's all that matters.
I'll do my best.
Good luck.
All right, boy? Yes. How high are we now? 13,000 feet, I should say.
My head.
won't. You? No. Why? Go on, I say! You can't stay here. Go on, hurry! Hurry, get on!
Take it easy. That's right.
This may cost us the summit.
Can't go any further. We must go back.
What? Turn back? Get the rope. Come on.
What happened? This will blow up.
Close, we've won! We're standing on the peak, Crows. Do you realize what that means? We're the first men who've ever been here since the world began. We must have a flag. Who's got a flag? Here's a flag. Here's a flag.
Top! Who made the rope that got him there? I did!
See your husband, Madam Crows?
I can see the flag.
That's not the flag, it's your husband's shirt.
If he dares to come without a shirt, I'll give him this.
My good friends, you Whymper, Crows and all of you, God has blessed our enterprise. Let us thank him. Look, there's the Italian party.
Where?
The only other man who believed it possible to reach the summit. He should have been standing here with me now. Too bad. Reverend Charles Hudson, Mr. Haddow, Lord Francis Douglas, Peter Torgwalder, his son, Crows, and myself. That's everyone. The world mustn't forget. This will be the order of descent. Crows, you go first. Then Haddow. Then you, Mr. Hudson. You next, Douglas. Followed by myself. And the two Torgwalders last. Now listen. Take no risks. It's as dangerous going down as the climb up. Perhaps more dangerous. Right.
It's all right.
Head Edward Whymper. Right, gallant Mr. Crows. Here on the left, Mr. Hudson. Mr. Haddow. Lord Francis Douglas. No, let's begin again. Crows, the Reverend Hudson. A greater. Tell the leader of the band in the middle of the square that when I raise my hand so, he begins to play.
Yes?
40, very 40. 40-0. Now, quickly. Someone must get a mule and go to Brieg and send a telegram to the newspapers. They must be informed at once that Whymper has reached the summit. From now on, it will be called the Matterhorn. Get wine and we will christen it. It shall be so known forever and ever.
Alexander. Come out, please.
What is it?
Come out, please.
Mr. Whymper.
I've come back. And 2 guides.
2?
We must get men to go and bring down the bodies.
Mr. Whymper! Mr. Whymper, where is my husband? It's not true, is it? As I make him say it isn't true.
I'm afraid it is, Madam Crows.
Where is he, sir? When did it happen?
This afternoon, during a descent.
Give him back! I want him back!
If only I could.
You were the leader. You are responsible.
I couldn't help it. The rope broke.
The rope broke! The rope broke! Miley! Miley!
Open!
You killed him! If it hadn't been for you!
What are you talking about?
This rotten rope, it killed my husband!
My rope's the best in Zermatt.
Your rope broke!
My ropes have never broken, never. Where is the rope?
Gone! They threw it away!
Why? I know why. Have you ever known my ropes to break? My ropes don't break. If that rope parted, somebody cut it. Did Whymper cut the rope? What do you say? Did he? Kill his friends and save his skin?
I'm not interested.
Pity they can't hang him for it.
Why don't they?
Because Lord Douglas's body has not been found, and Whymper threw away his end of the rope, so there's no proof. Because the judge can't climb the peak and find the rope.
No. I can!
Antonio, wait!
What do you want? I must go on.
Where are you going?
To Zermatt.
Take me with you, Antonio.
It's impossible. I have business there, urgent business.
What business?
There is something I must do alone.
You're not going to Zermatt. You're going to the mountain, aren't you? Aren't you?
Yes.
Why, in the name of heaven, why?
There is something I must find.
The rope.
Let me go, Felicita.
You'll never find it. Why risk your life on such a little thing?
It's not a little thing. Whymper cut the rope, and I'm going to prove it.
Does that mean more to you than I do?
You mean everything. I love you. If I could have come back as a man who'd won his fight, I would have told you so long ago.
But why didn't you? Why tell me now when I may never see you again?
Your father called me a waster. It's true. I've wasted all my strength on that mountain and failed. It's a bitter thought.
I believe in you. Always.
Then believe in me still. Tomorrow, if I have finished my job, I will come back for you. Will you wait for me? I must go. I may be too late. Bye, Felicitas.
Tomorrow, then, it'll all be settled. I feel like a prisoner. I want to go back to answer all these lies they're printing.
Can't you do that best by appearing before this inquiry?
Maybe, but I feel so tied up here, so helpless.
It's very distressing.
Why on earth did I throw the rope away? Have they sent anyone to try and recover it?
I'm sorry, sir, but the temper of the villagers is against you. No one seems inclined to help.
Find me one guide and I'll go up myself.
Well, I've tried, sir, but since that dreadful catastrophe, there is not one man with courage left to face it.
We must
order. This inquiry has been called to investigate the death of 4 men.
Why an inquiry?
We know how they lost their lives.
We know who cut the rope.
He killed my husband. Mr. Whymper killed my husband.
Please, I must ask you to control yourself.
Sir, before these proceedings begin, I insist that every effort be made to recover the rope. It is the most essential evidence to this inquiry.
You could have brought it back yourself.
Why'd you throw it away? Quiet! Unless you allow me to question the witnesses without interrupting, I shall have to clear the room. Mr. Whymper, please.
Mr. Whymper, please.
I regret the pain that these unfounded rumors must have caused you, Herr Whymper. And I am glad to declare there is no evidence that the unfortunate men did not lose their lives through the accidental breaking of the rope.
Accidental? He cut it!
Whymper's guilty.
If this court won't punish him, we will.
Let's go back to his hotel. Herr Whymper, please, pack, leave Zermatt quickly.
Yes, that's why I came up, to tell you. I was afraid to hide it any longer.
But what made you do it?
Your father. He said if I took the ice pick and asked for the equipment, Whymper would let Tony alone, and then Tony could come up with us. And then everyone would be satisfied.
Look, are you telling me the truth?
Oh, I am. I don't often, I know, but I am now.
But why didn't you tell him afterwards?
I daren't. You tell him. He wouldn't blame you, but if he finds out I made all this mischief, he'll...
Prejudice.
Thank God you're here.
It's no use going to Zermatt. Whymper didn't cut the rope. It was broken.
Then you must take it down now, at once.
Why should I help him? If I do nothing, there's no proof.
But Tony, he's honest. Honest as you are.
He's a cheat and a liar. He's tricked me, cheated me, and robbed me of everything.
No, you're wrong, all wrong. Whymper's your friend, he's innocent. You can't let him be disgraced. Tell him, look, tell him. Don't be a coward. Tell him.
What have you to tell me?
Try and hold them here.
Jacques!
Where's Whymper? He's not here. You're hiding him.
Are you the man that says Whymper cut the rope?
It's true. My ropes don't break.
Is that your rope?
Who are you? What right have you to us?
Never mind. Is that yours?
Get off!
No, Tony, don't.
Answer, or I'll hang you with it. Is that yours?
Yes. Yes, it's my rope.
Come with me.
4 men were killed because of him.
Because of him.
Tell Siler we want Whymper. And if he doesn't trot him out, do you know what we're going to do? I'll take those things down. Not running away, why should I? I'm not guilty.
But they'll kill you, Mr. Whymper. Me too.
I'm not having your property wrecked because of me. Let me talk to him.
Go on! What are you waiting for?
Yeah!
Whymper didn't cut the rope. No one cut the rope. The rope broke.
Show us the rope and we'll believe you.
Yeah! There's the rope. And here's the man who made it. Take a look at them both.
Thank you, Carell. That's the second time you saved my life.
I didn't save it. She did.
What nonsense. I did nothing. Only told him the truth.
It's because of you I'm here. And just in time, too.
What on earth are you both talking about?
Tell him, Felicitas.
Broke right enough. Yours?
I can't make ropes out of steel.
Rotten, like the man that made it.
Felicitas, you're a darling. May I?
Yes, yes, go on.
I'm proud of her. I'm proud of both my friends. I've only one regret. You and I didn't shake hands on the summit.
The mountains are free to all men. You won, and I'm glad of it.